Alright, hi guys, welcome to Radiant Guardians, welcome back, and please rock the like, subscribe and share for you, would really appreciate that. Also check out the links in the description box down below. You'll find a couple of links there to a meditation, a link there to our Telegram page, which is Galactic Jedi Soul Family, and also a link to Ishmael website. Alright, so right now I am going to get into this article, and I'm going to be sharing a lot of information about body changes and everything as we go through Ascension. Okay, so for some of you that are new to Ascension, that are new to awakening, this is for you guys. Alright, so please rock that like. Okay, and it is also good to learn about all of this, you know, on your journey, because sometimes we tend to forget, you know, we forget about how far we've come, and you know, we don't even look back at how far we've come sometimes. But anyway, so we're going to dive into this. I'm going to share this information with you, and you're only going to take what resonates for you. So my number one rule, every time that you come to my channel and you watch my videos and all the information that I share with you guys, from articles or few stories of my own, or channeled messages from my guides and team, you're getting the best of both sides and of both worlds. Alright, so we're going to learn, and we're going to keep learning, we're going to keep evolving, we're going to keep growing, we're going to keep going. But my number one rule of Radiant Guardians is that you only take what resonates for you. Okay? Alright, from the House of David. This is about body changes, changes that we notice, changes that we haven't even noticed, changes within our body, changes within our personality, changes within our lives, right? So here we go. Alright, during the earth changes in these end times, or tribulation as it is called, the earth and the physical bodies on the earth are supposed to undergo a change as we move from the third dimension to the fourth dimension and to the fifth dimension. On the planetary scale, a massive shift is taking place. Huge infusions of light are coming to the earth plane. As the veil of the separation and denial are lifted, there is a this is the thing that I was wanting to talk to you guys about too, is that the veil lifts once we understand that we are not separated. Everybody is connected, right? Once we understand that everyone is connected, there is no separation. Okay? And the thing is that that's what can happen. You know, we can come from a place of 3D matrix, right, where everything is separated. Everybody is comes into a separation, and it's divide and conquer. That's what the 3D matrix is all about. So anyway, getting back to my article and getting back on top of this. Alright, earth changes are creating physical changes in our bodies right now. A transmutation is the act of being transmuted, or changed, or altered in form, appearance, nature to higher form, or transmutation in the internal change going on inside the body that puts together the combination of parts or chemicals, elements, groups, or simply compounds, or by degradation of a complex compound so as to form a whole new combination. During mutation, this new combination may be constructed by the body from device conceptions and coherent whole body that may be different from previous bodies. The physical transmutation, hold on, I'm just going to turn that around, And boom, there we go. The physical transmutation change within your body is a significant and basic alteration in the body. It may be a relatively permanent change or hereditary material involving either physical change or chromosome relations, or a biochemical change in the codons that made up genes. A codon is a triplet of nucleotides that is part of the genetic code for the body. The genetic code specifies a particular amino acid in a protein, or starts or stops protein synthesis, which means putting things together. This is the way the body grows or is destroyed by disease during particular lifetimes. There are many teachings coming down today that speak of mutation and also speak of cellular transformation. Some have asked, what is the difference, and is there a difference? Some entities feel that the word mutation is a word that sometimes alternates a lot of people. It sounds scary to some people. So they are used to the word transformation and cellular transformation because it seems like a little more gentle word to use. They feel that more people are open to the word transformation. It's more like a gradual shifting, whereas mutation feels to some people like there is going to be some changes that are so radical that this creates more of a fear. And these entities try and stay away from the wording and language that is going to create more of a fear, because this then creates a restriction of energy when people are met with words that create that type of experience or reaction. Whatever you call the changes that are taking place now in our bodies, the information that was coded into the DNA of the structure is now being activated. The most concise repository of information in your personal blueprint of your species is found the cellular DNA of your bodies. Your DNA will evolve from 2 helixes to 12 helixes, or even 14 strands, which corresponds to energy centers or chakras inside our body or outside your body. The new type of 12-strand DNA was originally in bodies 300,000 years ago. I mean, my goodness, that is just a long time ago, isn't it? Within human body cells are light, encoded filaments, fine gossamer, and threads of energy that carry information. When these gossamers threads are working together like a fiber optic type of cable, they form a helix of your DNA. Now imagine that your frequencies are starting to detach from each other, and that where they are still connected, they are just threaded together. They are not so congealed, and they create that much matter anymore. What is going to happen then is that the energy that is coming into you is going to start to come in more easily. It is as if the cells have to break apart a little bit. This is why so many people are now waking up and remembering. It was predetermined that you would do so at this time. Beings whom have been living in dense physical bodies now have the option of living in wondrous bodies of light. The effects are very jarring in some ways. On the other hand, you'll get physical vibrations that are strange and sometimes feel uncomfortable. Your endocrine system may speed up or slow down, causing various effects on your hormones. You may have a sudden strong feeling and then it'll be gone. You may have an overwhelming memory and you will not be certain whether it is a dream or reality. You are high energy transformers, like sponges in the energy sea around you. As more and more light becomes available to you, the intensity of electromagnetic energy around you also increases. Any changes in the surrounding energetic field are picked up by your subtile etheric body. This body acts as a receiver and a transmitter of these energies. These changes directly affect your physical body, which is the outward manifestation of the etheric level. These changes are gradual and will go on over the 7-year tribulation period. They have definitely started. The changes depend on, for many, the level of openness and the level of flow in an individual's life. The orientation for many has been from a linear or mental perspective. This is shifting for many in a lot of physical and more holistic perspective. For many people, this has been going on for quite some time. As far as the time period of when it begins and when it ends, it really depends on the individual, their level of openness and willingness, and the declaration that has already taken place in their energy field. By this, we are coming into alignment with our emotions and emotional body, and are they creating more of an openness and flow in the mental body, so that we can consciously receive the energies and the frequencies that create the shifts, the transformations. Whew. Oh my goodness. Alright, yeah guys, please rock the like. Bear in mind also that all who are on the planet at this time, all forms of life, not just human life, but all forms of life, are and will continue to be affected by what we call an increase in intensity of light that comes directly into and around the field of this planet. So even though those who we may look upon, or you may look upon as less conscious, or perhaps even totally unconscious of the changes, are definitely affected and will continue to be affected. They don't have the understanding that many have who are searching on the path of what is going on for them. Why they are experiencing greater agitation. Why are they experiencing that part of their life and are no longer working? Why are they experiencing less control in the mental body than they used to? Right? There's a great deal of confusion among the masses because until now there has been a large enough body of clear information to explain in a way that can be understood by the masses what is exactly or is exactly taking place in this time in history. For there is nothing in your past that can compare to what is currently going on and what will continue to accelerate. What is happening to many of you right now is that due to the increased energies present, the etheric body is vibrating at a higher frequency. The physical body is then trying to catch up, but it hasn't quite yet done so. This results in a speeding up of your molecular structure. Many people are now experiencing this as a quickening taking place within your own bodies. This stepping up of energies is affecting every system in your body, your nerves, your muscles, your vessels, your skin, your organs, and your glands as they try to adapt to the new frequencies. The nervous system, which carries those energies throughout the body in the form of nerve impulses, and the endocrine system, which regulates much of your psychological functioning through the secretion of various chemicals, substances, hormones, may be experiencing tremendous energy overloads as they constantly attempt to maintain a state of homeostasis and balance in the body. This kind of expansion is consciousness during cellular transformation, is literally pulling you into worlds that are beyond potential and are becoming real. Things about your world are changing in front of you, in front of your very eyes. Perhaps the most profound, noticeable change is the need that people have noticed lately for more rest. Is anybody feeling tired lately? If so, you need to continue reading this material. I do feel really tired sometimes when I wake up, because I know that I have actually gone off to work. That's right. Gone off to work with the white hats, and it's really, oh my God, busy, really busy, and you are going to be very busy when you're called to duty to go and work with the white hats, you guys. So yeah, that's another reason for why I get tired. Okay, your body systems are overloaded, and Mother Earth systems are also overloaded. Her body, the mass of herself, functions very much like your own. Most people do not realize that your Mother Earth actually breathes in and out. People that have been in caves or have been near openings inside the earth can actually hear air whistling in and out of Mother Earth. In the surrendering to the change process going on in the earth and in your bodies, you are releasing your own limited existence, your own limited desires, all that you have held close to you for security and feeling of nurturing and safety. So much is happening on very deep levels of yourselves, and it is usually occurring in the subconscious. You may feel overcome with sorrow, feeling you have lost something, or that you are leaving something without even having an idea what it is you are sorry or crying about. As you approach a closer and closer to the final experience called Ascension, you will feel yourselves more and more of letting go of more things. During the process of cellular transformation, you may see or feel specific physical changes and sensations in the body and in the bodies of those around you, such as the following. Here we go. Number 1, aches, pains and headaches. New aches and pains will appear in various places in the body, and then these will disappear. Headaches and sudden shooting pains in the head or eyes may occur, and these may be signs that adjustments are being made in your energies. These adjustments will be attuning you to different frequencies during cellular transformation. The parts of your brain that have been dormant in the past are now being used. This may require some rewriting of brain circuitry, while brain patterns that are no longer functional will be rerouted. As you develop a higher way of thinking and being, you will experience more creative energies and will create deeper levels of meditation. As transformations occurs, there may be periods when you feel more anxious and irritable than usual. You may feel restless. You may feel less able to concentrate. You may have an increase in sensitivity to people, sounds, smells, and environments. You may experience muscle soreness, particularly in the low back or the lower back or joint pains or poor digestion. When these glands are excessively stimulated, your body is constantly in a hyper state of fight and flight, and the body expands or expends resources at tremendous rates of speed. The mutation process that you are presently undergoing has been initiated within the molecules structure of the brain. The progressive cycles of change are introduced to the rest of the body system, primarily through the cerebral spinal fluid, and from there throughout the nervous system generally. This accounts for the pervasive sensations of disturbances within the head, eyes, spine, and nerves. It has resulted in dizziness, headaches, and pressure in the head, usually experienced from back to front, at other times from side to side. It also accounts for considerable nervous disruption, sleeplessness, and irregular energy surges and drops. Digestions may become erratic, and particularly pain may come and go without warning in different parts of the body. Number 2, body cells. The tissues of your body is made up of cells. The cells are made up of molecules, and this goes on and on until the subatomic level is reached. At the subatomic level, as the Earth changes, occurs, and as the axis shifts, occurs on the planet. These changes are due to occur very soon. During this period of the axis shift, past types of behavior and past ways of arranging matter will not be available. At our material level, these changes will appear to be arrangement of matter. From a spiritual level, however, these changes relate to the growth of planetary awareness. When these changes happen, the forms of life on planet will change. The very structure of every cell in your bodies is changing, and the changes in your body will occur in the body cells as these cells undergo a gentle infusion of new electromagnetic pulses. The structure of energy exchange and energy transfer is being slowly rewired in the cells during cellular transformation. This could be the cause of periods of exhaustion as your body goes through radical remodeling and rebuilding. When this change are observed, relax and move with the changes taking place in your body. After all, you have nothing else to do. You need to speed up time in meditation, reading, etc. to relax until time comes that the changes will eventually stop. Right. We are building new information into the cells of the body, and yet it has been said that these changes are taking place naturally. Some have asked whether this suggests that we are reprogramming our own DNA, or is this all being done automatically and we don't get involved in it? The answer is it's a little bit of both. The cells have been coded for this time in history, prior to the time of human birth. Many people are finding that they are drawn to a certain place or to a certain person. They are finding that being in that environment, whether with that person or in that physical place, is creating a type of trigger, a trigger following our impulses. We are following our natural motion in life to where the body is leading us and who the body is leading us to. This is creating the firing or triggering of new information. There is a type of overlapping and a blending of many processes taking place. As these triggers are activated, then the new information is activated as well. This is taking place on multiple levels within the body. The more we are in alignment with our body's wisdom, the more there is a movement consciously towards that which will trigger the cellular memory and activate the transformation within the DNA. So indeed, you are taking part. It is not to sit back and get onto automatic pilot and everything will happen. To some degree, that is so, but also it is the more you are in alignment with these changes consciously, the more you will be the captain of your ship, directing and orchestrating, a co-creator of these changes within yourself and within the masses. There are many parts to transformation. It is neither that you are on one side of the fence or the other. What this means is biochemical terms, or in biochemical terms, is quite mind-blowing. A fundamental renovation is occurring in your house, the body, while you are living in it, using the analogy and remodeling your home. The workmanship: strip off the old roof, tear up the old floor, and disconnect your old plumbing, and turn off your electricity and rewire the house. This all occurs while you are trying to live there. In the same manner as your body is undergoing the same remodeling, you are trying to keep ahead of the changes, and you will feel extremely disoriented and inconvenienced as they occur. The changes in your body's house are occurring because your DNA is being reconstructed. You guys, I I remember sharing in one of my videos, right, where, you know, I had moved into my house. And when I moved into this house, right, this vessel, when I incarnated into this body, there was a lot of house cleaning and a lot of remodeling being done inside of this house. I had to do a lot of cleaning, I had to do a lot of scrubbing. I mean, oh my God. Remember I shared in one video that it's like you buy this beautiful home and you got the most gorgeous views, right? You just have a look out your ranch slider and you have the most gorgeous views, and it is amazing, totally amazing, alright? And then you get the keys to your house and you go to open your front door and you walk in, and then holy crap, what a mess. So I remember sharing that video with you, and this is exactly what it's saying right here, is that there's a lot of remodeling going on, there's a lot of cleaning up going on, and all at the same time while you're living in the house. Alright, so everything's happening all around you. Alright, oh my gosh. Your DNA contains within it an old understanding about what it is to be here that is deeply focused and individually. The DNA has the individualized expression of divinity, the individual I am, and it is the wholeness. Now you can conceive of both, but can you yet conceive of what it is or what it would be like to be keenly aware of yourself as an individual and at the same time knowing that you are wholeness? That is what you are working on achieving at this time. Whether you realize it or not, the potentially within the DNA is capable of reformatting to allow for these changes. Universal law provides that the physical form of the divine life expression of a species may be altered or reformatted only by those who dwell therein. This means that the DNA of a species of Earth can only be altered through the creative choice of consciousness that dwells within the body form. What this means for you is that the human DNA that is responsible for every aspect of your physical presence cannot be altered by other beings, nor can it be changed by you from outside of your physical plane. How do you change your own DNA? To change your DNA and to change your structure, you need to change your emotions. You also need to change your thoughts, because to do these two things means to change your biochemistry and your brain chemistry. It means headaches and nausea sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. As these changes occur, you will experience dizziness, feelings of spinning, and loss of emotional centering. During cellular transformation, your body is a constant flow of discarded protein and structure. Your fluid is being filled with discarded mineral deposits. You are literally slouching of your body, and you are rebuilding it. The changes will be very intense and will be very challenging to you during the slouching off process. You are genetically engineers of the New World species. If you agree with this, you are willing, you must rearrange and rebuild your own DNA. You live in your body, and you will change it while you're living in it. Some people have already begun to do this, and that will happen for me in 2020 when I incarnated into this body as a walk-in. It was time for me to go to work, because I tell you now, this body used to be 3 times extra large, and believe it or not, it was huge, and I had to go to work, and there was a lot of major work that needed to be done to this house, physically, spiritually, mentally, and emotionally, all of it. Well, that was a roller coaster ride. Okay, changes in the body colour. During cellular transformation, repigmentation of the body will occur. Many different kinds of unusual marks, round, red, white, etc., will appear on the skin of young people as well as on the skin of older bodies. This is temporary repigmentation process that will allow the skin to come into its true purposes. The skin is an organ that functions as a bridge between heavy, dense matter of the body and less dense matter of the auric field of the body. Within the 25 years, a slight darkening of even the slightest people or the lightest people will occur. This relates to the blood cell membranes being enriched by oxygen, allowing them to move in greater numbers and greater velocity through the capillary system closer to the surface of the skin. Alright, changes in the body shape. Oh, this took shape. Yeah, alright. You are completing a time loop in your spiritual growth, which has allowed you to explore some matters in depth. This time loop is now coming to an end, and your body is beginning to change shape as you close that time loop. As you come back to your original time sequence, you will go back through what you have been in the past. Some people might notice that their head seems to be trying to expand, and many people will have headaches during these times, usually associated with pressure from these changes. It will feel almost like someone is trying to force your head into a larger shape. Changes in the body or changes in the body shape will happen slowly over time. Currently, the changes that are taking place are happening on the inside of the body, in the infrastructure, in the following places. A. In the cellular system, in the blood. B. In the central nervous system. C. In the bone marrow. And D. In the brain's patterning. How it is firing and receiving information from God's source. These are the changes that are occurring now, and for many this creates confusion because they feel that something is going on, but they cannot see it in the mirror. They look in the mirror and they see that they are very much the person they were 5 or 10 years ago. They don't seem to be having any less wrinkles. They don't seem to be looking any more healthier. This creates a bit of confusion because they know they are working so consciously and so hard on their inner path. Yet the changes are slow in coming, bleeding through into outer body. This will certainly occur over time, but it is taking place on the inside now. This is where the base must first be rebuilt, deeply on the inside of the body, and will come from the inside out. In your future, you will see a greater likeness, an expression of the body, expressing its likeness of being. You may see beings that are experiencing a greater thinning or a lightening of your being. Many persons will be feeling taller, and there may not be an actual shift in the physical body of growing taller, but there will be that sense of upliftment. The body is expressing upliftment with a feeling of walking tall and of being lighter within the body. Some people will experience weight change, either losing weight or gaining weight as a result of inner transformation. The body knows how to readjust and reorganize itself because this process is quite natural. This process of transformation has been coded within the cells of the body and is taking place naturally. What people are now learning to do is how to assist what is occurring naturally by being outside, being aware of the foods they are eating, being aware of their connection to the earth, and by being aware of the direction of their body is leading them. The greater you are aware of this, right? The greater you are aware of this, the greater you can assist what is already going on, and you will be continuing it or at its own natural pace according to the cellular coding for each individual. Amazing. Changes in the endocrine system and central nervous system. You are already seeing an increase of a weakening in the immune system with the acceleration of the nervous system. There are many new strands of disease and ailments that are coming out in people. More people are experiencing a deeper level of frustration and aggression, agitation, that is creating many symptoms in the body, many nervous disorders and feelings of heating up. This comes out with explosions of anger and violence. There is an imbalance in a nervous system which can create many disorders, many types of fevers, or any type of imbalance in the brainwave system, as there begins to be a readjustment of what and of the way thoughts are set up. You will see many new disorders of diseases cropping up, having to do with the central nervous system, as there is the sense that a rewiring is going on to accommodate the increase in intensity of light. It is as though someone is putting in a 120 watt light bulb into a socket that previously held a 40 to 60 watt bulb. There is a greater level of amplitude of power and the energy going, that you are all of a sudden being plugged into. It is creating not only an acceleration, but a greater magnification of energy going through your body. This energy is to put it in or connect it through the nervous system. Unless there is a change in the way many people are going through their daily lives, the nervous system will not be able to handle the increase of energy. Some things we would suggest would be a greater contact with the natural world physically by literally putting the feet into the earth and the hands on the earth, like hugging a tree and planting your bare feet on the ground. It would also be helpful to be in greater contact with water, such as having water in the home, i.e. an aquarium, bowls of water or some type of water. This helps create greater balance in the electromagnetic field. This is recommended to help balance the increase of energy that is coming in now and does affect the physical body and its state of wellness. The etheric body acts as a transmitter and receiver for surrounding energies. This takes place via specific energy centers for the body or chakras. Each chakra is directly associated with an endocrine gland and nerve plexus. Because of their close relationship with the chakras, which transmit and receive this energy, the endocrine and nervous system especially are now undergoing radical transmutation. The increase in electrical energies is requiring a complex and rewiring of nervous system, while all the organs and glands in the body are being totally restructured. As you take on the body of light, most of these organs and glands will no longer be needed and will gradually atrophy and disappear. In the meantime, it is important to acknowledge the changes taking place in the body and to support the physical body as much as possible. As more and more light becomes available, the intensity of electromagnetic energy around you also increases. This means that there will be more rapid neurological activity in the body, resulting in higher intensity impulses firing the central nervous system. The nervous system will immediately attempt to dissipate that energy by sending it back out of the spinal cord. If these impulses then fire along facilitated pathways into the muscular system, they could cause muscle tightness and soreness. If they fire into the blood vessel, restricted circulation often results. When these impulses fire into the skin, you may experience abnormal thermal sensations, i.e. feeling hot or cold or prickling or itching, etc. If they should fire into the organs and glands, they may inhibit their previously normal functioning. Therefore, we can see the importance of supporting the nervous system at this time, as it ties to maintain a state of homeostasis. In the physical body, the body is trying to catch up with the increased frequency of subtle body. One way to do this is to interrupt some of these pathways that the high intensity impulses are traveling along. Just as someone who touches a live wire is held there by current until it is switched off, so too will the structures and tissues of the body remain in the simulated state until these pathways are interrupted, turning off the current. The mutation process is implemented by the central nervous system, initiated within the molecular brain structure. The progressive cycles of change are introduced primarily through the cerebral spinal fluid, and from there throughout the nervous system generally. During the mutation process, you will constantly be slodging off whole strings or sequences of proteins. Full systems are being discarded by the body and are being rebuilt with differently structured compounds, which you receive through water, air, and foods that are also undergoing electromagnetic reformatting. You will find fairly high levels of excreted proteins in the body's fluid, such as urine. The body is literally washing away your old body formatting and rebuilding it as you live and breathe and move within it. The restructuring of your DNA means that you will no longer have 4 bodies. You will no longer have many chakras. You will no longer be layered consciousness. You will contain no spaces, no gaps within your consciousness or in your corresponding DNA. You will have a spherical model with no gaps or separations. Everything within your system, within your being, will have wholeness, roundness. It is an indescribable thing that you are building. As we go through cellular transformation, the period of transforming from old dying world to the emerging new world, there will be times when you may feel disjointed, as if your body is out of phase with everything. This will be frustrating for you within your mental and emotional bodies. You may feel less functional, which will occur as you release the old ways and before the new ways have been fully formed. This change over period will cause you to have tendency to have lower self-esteem. It will also bring up a variety of survival issues. One may need to use capable body workers to help one in releasing energies. These energies are held in the crystalline matrix within the structure and tissues of the body, or your body. When your body is done in conjunction with sound, it is especially effective. Corrective tissues work will also be useful, as will neuromuscular therapy. Body work such as this will help to repattern and open your nervous system, and it will also break down crystallized energy. So, cranial sacral therapy done by a capable body worker may also be helpful in integrating the energies in your body. As the increased energies are being integrated into the body, some may benefit from chiropractor adjustments, as there may be periods when you are prone to distortion and sublugations of the spine from changes taking place in the body. There are many homeopathic remedies that you may try, as well as gem and batch remedies that you may find supportive to your emotional physical bodies. These can be obtained in your local vitamin stores. Eating and drinking habits. So eating habits all change. People are already finding a desire to eat in a different way. They are seeing a great shift away from the denser foods, example like meats and heavy proteins, and from foods that are heavy and will stay in the body longer and will create greater density in the body. During cellular transformation, your sustains will be coming more and more from a light or energy vibration, or less and less from physical source. This light pervades the universe and also affects changes in our body cells during transformation. This can result in changes in eating habits and changes in your appetite. There can also be completely new arrangement of your intake of nourishment. Heavy or greasy foods cannot be digested because the body is functioning with heavy foods that don't vibrate with your changing body vibration. You will be drawn to the foods that best harmonize with you as a being of light. This means that some people sustaining yourself with very spare diets or sparrow diets, which will make them feel terrific. For others, the intake of food may be different. Go figure. You will probably notice physical changes in your body that ultimately will lead to physical healing. Eat as many raw, impure, and unprocessed, uncooked foods as you can. This means possibly fresh foods and vegetables, which result in a basic detoxification diet. You must listen to your own body and eat what is right for you. Your body needs will probably change rapidly during these times. You may have weird cravings for foods you don't normally eat. You may have a huge appetite one day and hardly be hungry the next. You may experience intense cravings for certain foods, some of which you may not normally eat. What's more important is to stay in touch, moment to moment, with your body as it guides you to the foods and support that it needs. All you have to do is listen to it. In addition, you may occasionally experience disruptions or to the digestive system, resulting in stomach ache, gas and bloating, partly due to the increased intensity of energy in the third or solar plexus chakra. The fifth or throat chakra is also a very powerful, energetic center, and its physical counterpart, the thyroid gland, is particularly vulnerable to changes in electromagnetic energy. This gland regulates the metabolic process of the body, and in many cases is trying its hardest to keep up with the increasing vibratory rates. Some of the transmutative symptoms that commonly result are unexplained weight gain or loss, sluggishness, altered sleep patterns, and again feeling more tired and fatigued than usual for no apparent reason. More fruits and vegetables. Hang on, guys. I'll get comfortable. More fruits and vegetables will be extremely important to your diets. You will find that many fatty foods will not work in your bodies during these changing times of cellular transformation. Many people have been eating meat, which will still be of some importance to them. However, many people will start to let go of these denser foods during cellular transformations. Some heavier gains may be too dense for the body as inner body changes occur. There are some very good nutritional substances that are from nature that create balance in the amino acid tract, and for instance, your food called spirulina is one of them. Foods that are now coming out that are termed cell foods. These are foods with a high degree of life force, and they are very good on an overall general level. We suggest that using these new foods or any types of supplements be done directly through accessing one's own body and wisdom. By eating differently, you are also helping to detoxify the earth, its surfaces and atmosphere. As you do this, visualize a white light pouring through your body and the earth lightening the dark spots, and the earth lightening the dark spots and loving all your parts. Cleansing your body will result in cleansing of the earth. Honoring your body with pure and natural foods as natural intended is honoring the earth. and the earth's offerings in a way that is without equal. After you cleanse your body, you will begin to strengthen and to heal any of the body parts that were weak or tired. During cellular transformation, the body may require certain nutrients that it didn't need before. Example, fats, proteins, carbohydrates, vitamins, minerals, and hormones. Alright. Okay. Alright, we would recommend that each one learning to go back inward and reconnect to the body and wisdom, and learn to ask and receive from moment to moment as it is changes constantly. Then one day you might have needed to have a great deal of carbohydrates in one form or another. On another day you would need to take quite another kind of food supplement when your body has, for instance, balance itself with one type of food. We would then move your focus to another to create another overall balance. Generally, it is important to listen then to the body and to keep current with that information so that you are working on a moment, 2 moments, and daily level. Alright guys, I am going to stop right there, but I hope that you got a lot out of that article. And there is so much information there about the body changes and everything, guys. And you know, we're all learning, we're all changing, every single one of us. We're going through all of these changes, right? And going through these changes, whether it's changes in our diet, changes in our skin colour and things like that, changes in our diet, skin colour, changes in the way that we look, the way that we dress, the way that we talk, changes in our personality, everything changes because we are becoming light bodies now. So yeah, anyways, that is all that I've got for you for now, but I will bring some more information to you guys, and we'll keep going down this path. Now the thing is that because I've been on a twin soul journey and twin flame journey, yeah, it's coming together pretty cool, very good. I mean, you know, I've got so much to learn. I've got a lot of inner work to do. I've got a lot of learning to do myself. But anyway, that's for another story. Alright guys, I love you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. Please rock that like and subscribe for you girl. I would really appreciate that. And I appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for watching. See you on the next video, guys. Bye guys.